Yes, people, welcome back. Some more Man United talk. Yeah. So some of the most I don't know if any of you were here for that stream, but look, no, we're not carrying on that conversation from Monster's channel, man. Come on, man. Let's talk some football. Anyways, big up anyone that was waiting. Big up anyone that's just come over from Monster's channel as well. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about obviously this Garnacho transfer deadline. It says 48 hours. You know, there's a set deadline like that, allegedly. Matthias Tell shock move. You know, we spoke about it briefly yesterday, but then Paul O'Keefe, weirdly, he's a Tottenham journalist, and I'm not too sure if he's trying to deflect away from Tottenham. Has said that he wants Manchester United. Allegedly, Tell has also declined a move to Chelsea because he's talking about playing time, yada yada yada. So there's something there that might be on the cards. Maybe a loan could work out if he wants to get minutes. So it might suit someone like Man United. And then obviously the Dorgu medical is happening today. And I'm seeing Gerrard just got sacked. Who gives a crap? You know, Marcus Rashford being left out United, whatever. Traveling squad, yada yada yada. So, but big up everyone that's in here. I don't understand this comment. I can't understand why Cass gassed up Evans. When did I gas up who? Johnny Evans? What are you on about? And then went on a rant about Greenwood. What, 2 years ago? What are you on about? I have no idea what you're on about, by the way. Big up Dan as well. Big up Bish. Thought we were here to talk about football. Didn't realize this was a Dr. Phil session. Yeah, that's true. Let me see this. Who else is in here? By the way, if you're a mod, I trust you to do what you need to do as well. If you feel like someone's not fit enough to be in this live, then you know what to do. Big up Certified Donna, I suppose. Minnie Mouse, I hear it. Big up Suki. Cass started singing Dorgu. I spent more time waiting for him than Man United to win the league again. My bad. I was on another stream. I'm always doing streams back to back and all that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit difficult to keep with the timings. Oh, here we go, man. You lot off your head. Big up Binyam as well, and Harry. Big up yourself. Chills Tells wants that Man United money, but you're not gonna get that much money from Man United. That's the difference. Like, look at Dorgu. He's come over. He's on like 30 grand. What? I don't even know what money Tells on, but I don't think he's going to get that much more at United. The guy's got like 4 years left on his deal. So I don't even see it being a buying option. Again, if Garnacho leaves, then United need another option. You know, Tell had a good season last year for his standard at 18. He's now 19. Didn't have he hasn't exactly played that much. I think he's played like 250 league minutes. So Company doesn't fancy him. So going on from there, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know mad amounts about him, but he is a little bit more of like an inside kind of forward. I don't know how nifty he'd even be in that 10, but he's got good feet. The final pass, again, he's got a few assists to his name. Again, I'm not too sure. You lot could probably tell me more. Do you get it? Tell? Yeah, like the pun. You could probably tell me more about him than I know about him myself. You see him bits in the Champions League. We saw him score against us as well, when he came off the bench. Guy seems like a good footballer, but again, his potential. I don't know if there's a position that United should be looking at thinking, you know what I need? Potential, someone potentially going to go and score some goals, potentially going to go into this amazing product that's going to, get us from A to B. So I'm not entirely sure. Tell is on 96k base a week. I couldn't care. I don't know. He's on 80 grand a week. So look, we've got 2 conflicting reports in the chat already. All right. Enough with the Rosie from Bugs Life and all these, animated stuff. So yeah, man, let's just speak football. If you're here for United chat, then here we are. If you're here to support, then make sure you like the video. Take your shoes off, wash your hands, wipe your face, and let's get going. That's the way I like to call it. And then obviously subscribe if you're new. Got content pretty much all the time, or trying at least. Trying to keep up to date is a little bit difficult, but we do what we need to do. Big up Paddy as well. We pay all right now. As you can see, we're not paying off astronomical wages. So you'd be surprised how much United pay out in terms of wages and what's about to go in terms of like Casemiro. Again, he doesn't want to go to Roma. He's already rejected a move to Roma. And then now it's like Saudi talks back on the cards again for Rashford. if he does want to get out, and maybe he should get out for the next 6 months. Who knows? Same thing, Casemiro. I think he wants to move over there. I saw Al Ali, that's the one that's interested in Rashford. He's already rejected Saudi before. What's the point of sitting in? There's no point sitting at United doing nothing when you can go earn some money over there, get your full, wages paid, and experience life. I suppose he might be an adequate replacement for Anthony. Anthony's already been replaced, at the moment. Dorgu's coming for him, so you can't really reject that. But let's talk about Garnacho real quick. It's come out about there's 48 hours left for anyone that wants to go and buy Garnacho in this window. I don't blame Man United for doing something like that. It's the 29th of January. It shuts on a Monday, and the Monday is going to be the 3rd of January. So that's going to be completely done. How likely is it that United can get a replacement in for someone like Garnacho straight away? If he's going to be sold on a Saturday or a Sunday, match day squad we're talking about, he's got to move. We've got to find a replacement if we did sell him. Or I just don't see it boding that well for someone like United, who's going to probably spend a chunk of that money if we do get what we want for him, on another player, whether it's Cunha, Tell, or Tyler Dibbling, even though it's a summer signing. It's already came out. Again, I don't blame Man United. Like, I think a lot of us do want Garnacho to leave. It's just, again, the timing of trying to replace the guy is just, I think there won't be enough. So Napoli and Chelsea need to get a move on. It already come out before with Chelsea saying that they had 3 targets, right, on their left wing that they wanted, and potentially striker. Again, there's no strikers I don't think they want. They probably end up getting someone like maybe Evan Ferguson on loan. I don't think they want to buy him exactly. There's other options out there, but not the ones that they want. Look at the left wing. Gittins isn't going nowhere. Mathys tells allegedly it is from Build, by the way. So you don't even know if you can really trust that source as much. They got a couple things right this window, but they get lots of things wrong. That he doesn't want to go Chelsea, and allegedly he's already rejected them. The last one is Garnacho, which slowed down on the weekend. Who knows what happens there? Napoli as well. They're in a bit of a pickle themselves. They wanted Patrick Dorgu, one of their targets. We've got him now. And then they wanted Adeyemi. That's broken down. He wants to stay in Germany. He's comfortable there. He's having a decent season. And then now, obviously, Garnacho. So they're going to have to up their bid. And there was obviously things coming out yesterday saying they're not going to bid more than like £42 million base value, and with like 6 million in add-ons. It's like United's not going to accept 48 million. So what's the point? We all know Chelsea's got money. Napoli's got money from Kvaratskhelia. There's money to be spent. Give us around the 55 million to 60 million mark, and I'm pretty sure you'll get that deal over the line. Every single day, by the way, we get updates about Garnacho, about there's new talks with his people or whatever. Like, who gives a shit about talks with their peoples? Get talking to Man United. So people like Damasio, who's a washed journalist, he's just an aggregator. There's no point. Big up Amy. I'm good. I'm very good. Hopefully yourself as well. Big up Jacob. Felix Xerxes Ahmad, run that till the summer. Vibes FC. I don't mind it at the moment. I don't mind it. United need a 10 so bad, because we can't even let the ball stick unless it goes up to Ahmad, pretty much. Or if Xerxes drops in, who's running in behind? No one with pace, unless it's Garnacho, who might lose it. Might not even receive it. Just sell Garnacho and get me Felix on loan. They fully replace Garnacho in the summer. Again, I'm not against this. Get rid of him. Go get Nkunku. Go get a Felix. Me and Ty spoke about that earlier. So yeah, it's just a long day with us at the moment. It's just like we need more. We're desperate, I think, and I do feel there is something on the cards. I think Cunha is too expensive as of now. I think, you know what? I don't think anyone's going to get him. I think they want something around 65, 70 million. I don't think United want to put up that chunk of change, even if they did sell Garnacho. As much as I thought it would be very ideal, but if Wolves were to get relegated in the summer, or even if they did stay up, they're going to need some funds. They're going to need to get rid of him or someone, a valuable asset, and it probably will be Cunha. There'll be a lot of teams after him. I think United's already done a lot of groundwork on this guy, so might have an advantage from last summer to go and grab him. He's going to be thinking of first team minutes. Arsenal may be after him. Who cares if Nottingham Forest are after him? I'm not really fussed by that. And then even beyond that, he's obviously got other links with other clubs. I just don't see how he doesn't. I think Tottenham maybe. I don't see how he wouldn't come to United if we asked for him to come. And you never know as well. Like if we win Europa League, you got the whole, oh look, we got Champions League. We're building a squad. You're going to be a part of it. At least you're making moves. Amarim will soon have his players. It's going to take a long time though. But I don't think a lot of the fan base wants to be patient with that. Napoli will get Garnacho, but I don't like the fact he's travelled for Europa. It's in Romania. It's not like it's far away, is it? You know, look how close Romania is to Italy. If he really wanted to go and fly over the next day, I'm pretty sure he can take a flight. It won't take him that long. But again, I doubt that's the case. He's gone to Europa. He's going to play tomorrow. And all his representatives can agree whatever they need to agree. There's already like personal terms. All of that's been sorted a long time ago, you know, with Napoli and also with Chelsea, I'm pretty sure. That's what was said last week. So, again, it's just about getting the fee down. And you don't want to put the fee down, then that's up to these guys. You know, Chelsea haven't made a signing. That's weird. How Chelsea have not made a signing yet? I mean, do they really need any? You're in Conference League. You're fighting for top four. He's not exactly fighting for what the league anymore. I think they're well within their reach of their objectives. Go get your number one targets in the summer. It makes sense, doesn't it? So that's why I don't feel like they're in a rush. Napoli need Garnacho as Adeyemi move fell out, as I was just saying as well. And then it says it will be £50 million plus 5 million. I said the same thing. I think the thing is with Napoli, if they don't get a move on, they're going to be wondering if Chelsea's going to come in with a bid. And they're going to be, and you know, Chelsea as well, they'll outbid you. And it's like, if you don't, again, it's all about like what's it called? Speed of the essence, something along those lines. You just better get a move on. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just one of those things. Make sure I keep checking all of these. What's this? We don't have a single good squad player. Yes, we need signings. Joe, you're a Chelsea fan, aren't you? But you've got enough, though. You said, don't. I think you lot need a defender. I mean, you got Chalobah back. Don't get me wrong. Disaster's about to go out the door. Maybe it's about freeing up space in the squad right now for Chelsea. But like Joe, like I believe we're in the same boat in terms of squad space, right? You know, like you got all these players. You know, Mudrik's still there. You can't really shift him at the moment, but it looks like he's going to go out the door anyways. Disaster goes. That means it frees up a space for a defender. If Felix or Nkunku gets a low move elsewhere, which is quite easy for Chelsea if that's going to be the case. Like it won't. No one will have troubles. Like Felix looks like the more likely one to leave at this moment of time. Then of course you got another space for like whatever you need, whether it's a left winger or a striker. So I think it's all about squad space. You know, there's no point overdoing it again because then you're putting yourself into another situation that's not needed. Same thing with us as well. It's the exact same thing. We need a striker. Nkunku isn't helping at all. That's why we want to trade with Tel. I think Nkunku could be a good... If there was like a like-for-like swap, I think both of these would be worth pretty much the same price. So, and you know the way Musiala plays, it kind of reminds me how like, you know, Nkunku should also play. It could work with Kane. It should work with Kane. He knows the league as well. I can see that being done. It's just, I think Tel wants assurances that he's going to have game time. I think that's the whole thing of leaving Bayern Munich right now is game time, you know? That it's as simple as that. Like whoever's going to be playing on his side, who's playing on the left-hand side for them? I know they got Elise on one side and then whoever else on the other side. Was it Sane maybe? I don't know. But allegedly he doesn't want you guys. Yeah, it's true. Cass, forgive me for dropping that dragon comment. I was kidding. I don't mind. It was funny. I just played along with it. Yeah, in an ideal world, yeah. But I just don't want to do business with Chelsea in general. I'm gonna be very, very honest. I really don't want to do business with them. They really get on my nerves. That whole Mason Mount thing done it for me. I don't know about you guys, but it done it for me. That 50 plus 5 it's haunted me since. I can't stand it. It's got Tel looks for me from what I've seen, right, Johnny, is he definitely looks like a talented player. He's definitely got what we lack. You know, he's definitely got a bit of power in his running, in his strides at least. You know, he's technical. He's got a good shot. I think we kind of need that. So yeah, I think. But the thing is he going to turn that over in the Premier League? Can he replicate that? Because at the end of the day, we need young players at United because obviously our average age ain't the greatest. it's pretty much mid. But I don't want to become Project FC like with all these players. Again, need some proven players. Hamza said it's not a guarantee that Tell comes to us. Even if he didn't join us, I wouldn't really care. Yeah, if you ask me who'd rather Nkunku, Tell, or Felix, I would want Felix or Nkunku before I'd want Tell. 100 million%. I don't think I just don't think we need him as much as another different player. I want someone that's already grounded in the Premier League and knows the intensity and whatnot. You know, there might be a possibility if he does well, he's going to join as well. I would just give them. You know what? I saw that Bayern and Juve were interested in someone like Rasmus Hojlund, but I don't see Company liking him, and I don't see Thiago Motta liking him. What's the point of getting rid of someone like Vlahovic just to bring in Rasmus Hojlund? That's horrible. No, I'd rather no. You'd rather get Tell than Nkunku. No, I'd rather get Nkunku. I just don't think you're using him correctly. I don't know how anyone can't see that. You tried to put him in a playmaking spot, a free roaming spot, in terms of what, like, obviously Palmer does. But why, like, that's not his game. Why is he dropping deep? You want him further up near the goal. That's where I'd want him. I don't think his work rate's crap either. He's just, whenever he plays for you lot, I don't know. Maybe he's just not in sync, or maybe he can't be out. I don't know, but I've seen him play for Leipzig, and I've seen that guy press and work hard. It's not like it's unknown to him. And United need goals. And if United need goals, that's why I said Nkunku. It's all nice having a pretty feet and all that with Felix, but we need more than pretty feet. We need someone that's going to put the ball at the back of the net and it's going to be in the box. Yeah, again, but I don't think you're using him correct. He's clueless at Chelsea, but it doesn't mean he's going to be clueless elsewhere. I think in the left-hand spot, it suits his game. You know, so again, United's obviously weighing up options. And I do think right now, the best option for United is a loan. Maybe with an option to buy it. I don't think United want that, but an option is just an option, right? And there will be clauses. You know what Chelsea are like? Chelsea are going to want to, like, they're going to want to shift someone by all means necessary. This is Chelsea we're talking about. You know, you can have him, but you must do something for us. You know, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type thing. That's the way I view it with Chelsea. With Tell and Bayern Munich, I don't think Bayern Munich are actively trying to get rid of him. It's just Tell trying to move. So it's just, again, a loan might do well, and they might accept just the loan just to get him out of the squad, and they can bring someone else in. Slightly, we do need both, though. Why are we using... I don't know. It's just... I don't think we've got... You know what it is, Grace, with Hojlund, yeah? I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt and all that, but it's more than just the hold-up. It's the touch. It's his runs. You know, he's not making the correct runs. You know, he's not in the right areas. It's just... It's a bit too much everywhere. But the thing is with United is we don't have 10s bar Ahmad that can hold up the ball, you know, in them areas. So I think Hojlund's like obliged, or there's a need of an ask from Amorim for his strikers to hold up the ball and feed some of these players into play. You know, especially now that we've got a false 9 in Xerxes, I reckon that we can play with Dorgu a lot higher up the pitch. I'm hoping so anyways, because he's going to be making like more runs than what Delo would do and being more comfortable. I think this is why I said I want Kobbie Mainoo in there. Kobbie and Ahmad, you're putting a 10, you're holding up the ball. But it all comes down to, again, what do you do with that 8? And I think you just got to run Agate and obviously Bruno Fernandes. But the issue with Bruno is you don't want him in the 8 because he's just useless there. But at the same time, you can't be in a 10 because when it comes to holding up the ball and that, he just loses it every time. But you need his creativity no matter what. And again, he's a captain. I don't see this man ever dropping that captain as of yet. So it's just maybe not until next season. So it's a sticky situation. It's all politics. Don't worry, Dorgu would... Wait, what's this? Dorgu would help Asmus's life. I don't think he does. I'm trying to have a little check. A couple of these things. Oh, whatever. Positioning, first touch, physicality. Hojlund's horrible in all. I agree. I do think... I've got a feeling he might play in Europa, but I'm hoping not. If I'm Xerxes, I'll be thinking like, again, I think he's had enough with Rasmus Hojlund, right? I think he knows it's like, I've given this guy enough chances. He hasn't even... I don't think he's scored under him yet. Don't think he's good enough. Just can't do what he needs to do. You've got to use him. Like, you know, when you're like 2-0 up and it's like the closing minutes, 15, 10 minutes left. That's the way you got to use him as an impact player. Someone that's going to run in behind and press and just be a nuisance. That's the only way you got to use him. No other way. If we use Bruno and Ahmad in a 10, shouldn't we be looking at a right wing back? If Ahmad plays at right wing back, we need a 10. This is what I mean. It's all over the place at the moment. Saying we miss Hojlund like he's going to perform better. It's just not happening, is it? Bruno's going from Gyökeres bagging every week to Asmus in one hell of a wake up call for Amram. Yeah, I know. Again, there's more rumors about like another left wing back in terms of Alvaro, but I don't think we're going to trigger it. I think if we were going to trigger it, we would have done it by now. It's an easy decision. For me, it'd be nice if you did sell Garnacho or Rashford. You could trigger one of those spaces. It helps out the wing backs. But I think the only way we're going to get Alvaro is literally if Malacia ends up going on loan somewhere with an option to buy. I don't see else how we even trigger that. 16.6 million is peanuts, isn't it? So there's a lot to look forward to, United. Like there's a lot of expectation now off of Dorgu to improve our shape, to improve just our attack in general, but I don't think it's going to settle that easily. You know, he might have the greatest game against Crystal Palace when he comes on the pitch because I don't think he's going to start. But in the next game, he could really shut himself out and have an awful game. But if there is a couple games you want him to play in right now, is literally who have you got in the FA Cup as well? Let me check. I know we got Crystal Palace this weekend. So Crystal Palace, Leicester, I think he will make his first start at Old Trafford. So, you know, next week, Friday. And then obviously we got Tottenham midweek. I can't believe we got a whole weekend of FA Cup again. Oh, that's just bollocks. But then we've got midweek, we've got Tottenham away. So yeah, like there's some decent games for him to, you know, settle in at United. He's having his medical today. So that means he should be registered in time for the weekend, no doubt. Alvaro isn't, in my opinion, isn't a great fit at wing back. I like Delo is a good fullback, but doesn't have the physicality for wing back and need pace and power. But I've seen him attacking. I think he's better in attack. He's a better attacker than he is a defender. I'm more in favor of saying. I don't think it's the other way around. I know what you're talking about. You need someone that's a little bit more adventurous, someone than Alvaro potentially. So yeah, it could be that. Could be that. Leicester next Friday at 8 p.m. Yeah, I see that. I wish people would stop talking about Alvaro like he's one of the top 10 wing backs in Europe. You're bringing in basic footballers. You get basic. I don't think he's basic though. You know, Dan. I think he's decent. I think he's actually got. You know what he's got? He's got a mean whip on him. But it's one of those. Imagine this though. Like just because he's the wing back now does not mean he's going to be the wing back in the summer. You go and get yourself Dorgu and obviously Alvaro. You got two left footers. You got someone who can play on the right as well. And then you sort out that attacking, more of an attacking threat, right? You got someone who's more comfortable in possession. You got someone who wants to obviously run beyond the defenders more time. And then you obviously got two scenarios where you got players at wing back that want to cross the ball, right? But in the summer, you might say, you know what, but I want to go get Ainori. That means there's competition. The whole point is, if you get it now, it does not mean it's going to be the settled case for in the summer. And I don't see how we don't get another wing back in the summer or two, regardless. Yeah, I know, but he'll be injured soon. But remember, we got to realize that Shaw was, and it was said that Shaw would be used as a left centre back. You know, but now that he's back, I'm pretty sure, and we've got Heaven now that's meant to be in the first team. I'm pretty sure that they're looking at it as, you know what, until the wheels fall off, you're going left wing back for now. He's useless regardless. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm only going to be on here for a short live anyways. I thought I'd just do a quick update. You know, Garnacho transfer deadline, Mathys. It's not much really going on for United. I expect a little bit more news by tonight, tomorrow, especially that the game's going on. As no one ever noticed when we're playing that news likes to drop straight after the game or just before the game. You know, it's weird. It's so weird. But big up to everyone. Smash the likes here as well. I don't know how many we're on. 69. Funny enough. Make sure you get to 100. And then big up, and then yeah, man, I'm gonna be back later on at some point as well. So watch out for that. Might be late, might not be late. If not, then tomorrow I got a pre-record dropping with Alice and whatnot. So yeah, big up, and you know, hopefully we see some proper news in the next few hours. You know, need it.